We've talked a lot about trains on his channel. A smidge of Minecraft and Fortnite back in the early days, but mostly trains. Nothing much outside of that realm, really. So today, let's talk about the trains from a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Outside of Thomas and a few other big properties, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I have seen damn near everything this franchise has to offer. Now, I'm not here to rank everything or spew on about what's good or bad, although I would like to make this sort of video one day. But if you're curious on my general opinions, this tier list I made says all I feel. That is, for only the projects I've seen and the ones that are out as of recording. What this video is about is the trains. Believe it or not, there are actually some trains in this galaxy of starfighters, starships, speeders, and all that. There actually is a lot more than I initially thought. So I'll name each one and talk about their history, appearances and major projects, etc. Disclaimer before we continue, I will only be talking about the trains that appeared in canon material. I am also getting my info mostly from Wikipedia and the Star Wars official website. So if I'm missing some details, just let me know, I guess, because I haven't been able to find out much, really. This also isn't a complete list either, as there are actually way more than than I thought too. I thought it was only like one, but there's a lot more. So depending on the performance of this video, I might make a sequel covering more, and hell, even more Star Wars videos. Let me know what y'all think. There will also be spoilers for most of the Star Wars movies and shows, so you have been warned if you have not seen them. Now then, without further ado, let's begin. 20T Railcrawler Convoy X Transport. This heavily armored freight train with a long-ass name was manufactured by Kuwait Drive Yards. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And it worked during the reign of the Galactic Empire. This beast of an engine came with medium laser cannons and anti-aircraft turrets. The Convoy X's were used on frontier worlds in treacherous terrain. The major appearance of this train was in Solo, a Star Wars story, where a whole action sequence was set on one of these trains carrying volatile material. The train is known to twist depending on the terrain, and technically is a double layer, I guess, like one on top and bottom. And it has very few windows, making for a pretty good action sequence. There isn't any confirmation on when they're phased out, but one can imagine they ultimately died with the Empire, and they haven't appeared outside of Solo, a Star Wars story. Raven's Peak Skytrain. This suspended train was also used by the Galactic Empire on the planet Eridu. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. They were usually two-car passenger trains that would carry around 5 passengers in each car. The windows on the sides were caged and had reinforced hulls to protect troopers from blaster fire and other attacks. The major appearance of this train was in the Bad Batch Season 2 finale episodes, The Summit and Plan 99, where Clone Force 99 is trying to escape Raven's Peak and one of the carriages derail, threatening to take everyone on board with both cars down below. Tech winds up dangling from the bottom of one of them, and ultimately chooses to sacrifice himself to save his siblings, in a gut-wrenching moment kicked off by an amazing shot. I'm still not over this, guys. I hope you know that. We have little information on what happened to the Skytrain after this, but it's pretty likely that it was phased out by the time the Empire fell in Return of the Jedi. Tatooine Repulsor Train. This is probably my favorite out of the Star Wars trains in terms of official designs for Star Wars. This looks like one of those early diesel streamliners. This beast of a hovering train first appeared in the Book of Boba Fett, and is probably the only positive I can think of for that series. They were used by the Pike Syndicate on Tatooine to transport spice between the major cities. Boba Fett took down one of these with a Tusken Raider tribe as their get-back after they attacked other tribes. It appeared in chapters 2 and 7 of the series, and was apparently mentioned in chapter 5 according to the wiki. I haven't seen the show since it came out, and I don't plan on watching it again, so. And according to the wiki, it hasn't appeared outside of this series. I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw it again, as it seems like Star Wars is generally moving away from focusing on Tatooine, given its oversaturation in a lot of projects. Since this Repulsor Train was seen after the Empire's fall, I like to believe that's still in active use on the planet, Probably more than have popped up since, but I guess we'll never know. Let's have to wait and see. And that, my friends, were some of the trains seen in canon Star Wars. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I had a blast working on this video. It was really nice to dive deep into Star Wars lore and like pick and choose which trains to cover for the first time here in the channel. As I said in the beginning, if this video does perform well, I will happily make a sequel to this video. Hell, probably even a full ranking of everything, including the upcoming Season 2 of Andor and Tales of the Underworld. And possibly, depending when it comes out, to even some more projects like Ahsoka Season 2, or, I don't know, The Mandalorian and Grogu, I don't know. It just depends when it happens. I am very much open to the possibility of that. The next video coming up will be my celebratory special for Thomas's 80th anniversary. It will not come out on the Sunday, May 11th, but instead come out on May 12th, which is a Monday. I don't really upload on Mondays, so this is going to be a big one. I'll be posting a video teaser a few days beforehand. Not just Community tab or Blue Sky, but a real video teaser. There's also a big announcement I'll be making in that video too. Loads of exciting stuff happening for the 80th. It is such a fun ride. All the reveals and everything are just amazing. Like, Kato is making Duke. Duke! Like, that is just amazing. Following the 80th anniversary, I'll be making some other experimental videos. I'm slowly working on a train video, not related to Thomas really. And I'm also working on eventually showcasing some of my Transformers customs. The non-Thomas train video should be out by the end of May, hopefully. And the Transformers video is still up in the air. Once I make more characters from that series, I will jump headfirst into developing that video. I'm also still floating around ideas for the eventual 5,000 subscriber special. That will come out depending on when I hit that milestone, so stay tuned for that in the coming months. We have lots of fun stuff ahead for us. Thank you all very much for watching. Happy Star Wars Day, and may the Force be with you.